Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited today to do a pick a card reading for you guys. And the question today that we have is, why is your money not manifesting? Why are you not flowing in the money that you are asking for or wanting from spirit? So we're gonna find out what lower vibration that you're hanging on to or any blocks, and we're gonna do a little bit of alchemy session with that. So if you are into that, stick around. If you know how pick a cards work, you're just going to go ahead and choose a pile. So we're going to start with, this is pile 1 right here, pile 2, and pile 3. You can always pause the video right here and just feel out which cards work for you the best. I like to always just put my hand over the piles, like I'll pause the video, and then whichever one I really feel my heartbeat beat fast, then I choose that one, but that's how I do it. So you can just use your intuition or whichever crystal you like, or however. So the crystals that we have today are, this is a gorgeous spirit quartz, a raw spirit quartz, so pretty. Okay, this one, I forget the name of it, but it is raw, and I remember what it symbolizes, and it's your higher self. So this is pile 2. Look how gorgeous. So pretty. And then pile 3, we have labradorite. You can see, oh, there it is. You can see like the labradorite. Oh, I love it, so pretty. And this is also raw. Oh wait, hello, focus, what's going on? Come on. It's like, no, there we go. I don't want to focus. Okay, so you can kind of see. Oh, look at that, that was so pretty. I love when I see the like light shine. Okay, so these are the 3 piles, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video so that it gets this, the channel gets sent out to the algorithm, and more people that need to see this video can see it. So go ahead and choose your pile, and we'll get started in just a minute. Hi, pile 1. Okay, so if you chose the spirit quartz, let's go ahead and get into this reading. I just love how beautiful raw crystals are. Like, they just entrance me. Okay, so we'll set that right there. So let's see what you have. So the question that we have today is, why is money not flowing into you? Okay, and what we're looking for here is lower vibrational energy or any like limiting beliefs, trauma, things like that, so that we can work through them together and alchemize that energy, and hopefully you can start moving forward and receiving money at that point. Okay, so let's see what we have. You have rest and rejuvenation, okay. You have the thinking man, let's see some of your tarot cards. Okay, 10 of water, or this would be 10 of cups. Page of air, or it would be page of swords. I just love the imagery of these cards. Look at that unicorn. Oh, love it. Okay, these are lower vibrational energy cards that I have created. And this one says bragging, boasting, insecure, or fearful. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Cozy up with risk. Okay. Limitations inspire innovations. I love that card. Angel of masculinity. Okay. Angel of power. There we go. I love how this looks like a baby on this side, and then this side looks like the face or the actual person. Okay, I love that. Okay, faith. Because you gotta have faith. Love George Michael. Okay, love that. And rejection. Okay, so this is definitely a low vibe energy that we can work with. Let me just kind of tap in here and see what we're talking about here. Okay, Spirit, so why is money not flowing in for this pile, for pile 1? Why is money not flowing in here? Okay, so the first thing that I'm seeing, why possibly your money manifestations are not coming into fruition is this right here, the thinking man. And I feel like there is just, you are just overthinking something. Or possibly, like, I'm just getting second guessing yourself. Second guessing, overthinking, being too worried. You may even consider worry as something. So, worry, second guess, overthinking. Give me 1 second. I'm going to start writing this stuff down so that I can remember what we want to do for the alchemy process after I do the reading, and that way it'll be more efficient. Okay, so like I said, just these two right next to each other where there's this rest and rejuvenation, and the thinking man, it's like it's two different, it's almost like a battle between your like spirit and your mind, almost, right? Like that's what I'm getting, that maybe you're just not relaxing into it, and just too much mental energy going into it, and not enough like getting in your body and just actually doing it. So I feel like that a lot, like you're maybe you're doing a ton of manifesting, but you're not getting into the body and taking the action. I know that this is like the meditation, but like this is what I'm so feeling from these cards, is that doing all of the spiritual work, but not doing the physical actions to reap those benefits. And that may be bringing a lot of like disappointment and, like I said, worry there. So you may be just like getting a little bit overwhelmed there. And so you may need much more rest and rejuvenation. For once you get the rest and rejuvenation and you can kind of get back into the body, I'm trying to focus this for you, but it wants to focus on the candle, you know? It's like, hey, let's focus on the candle. Okay, there we go. So like getting out of your mind and just getting into this rest in your body and really feeling what it is that you want to do in your heart, and just start moving towards that. Not thinking about it. Like, get out of your head. And trust me, I'm a Virgo moon, so I know how hard that is to get out of your head. Like, I need to know exactly how it's going to work out. I need to know all the details. I need to know if it's for sure, like all that good stuff. So, okay, so I wrote down some of the things And so let's see. So more of a balance of balancing spiritual and physical. Okay, so we can do an alchemy process on that. So this 10 of water here. Okay, what I'm feeling here is that I know it sounds counterintuitive. However, once you, I'm really feeling that, like, don't alienate your family just so you can get something done. So that means, like, I just, and I know, like, I did this as well, where I felt like I had to put all of my energy into my spiritual stuff, or I had to put all of my energy into my healing, and nothing else mattered. Like, you know, they could all wait because I was so important. I had to get my healing done first. But really, that was kind of blocking a lot of my manifesting, because it wasn't really bringing my family joy or me joy. So when I started, like, getting back into being very present with them and having more fun, then things started flowing in. So I feel like this could be potentially a block for some of you out there, that you're so focused on your career that you're missing out on important, fun, joyful moments with your family, which ultimately bring you more peace, more serenity, more joy, and then it's almost like you can easier focus on your career, you know, or what you want to accomplish. So, okay. Let's see. So the Page of Air, again, okay, with this, now I'm just feeling, again, this is get out of your head. I mean, really get out of your head and be more in the, like, stop overthinking it and just try it. Be very curious, like a scientist, right? The only way to know if it's going to work is to try it, to actually do it. And so this may, I love the animals here. There's a bear, there's a lion, there's a unicorn. There's just all kinds of good stuff here. And I feel like it's saying, like, it's a balance between mind, body, and spirit here. And when anything is out of balance, we have a hard time in creating okay, so I love that. Okay, so let's see. All right, so let's talk about this one. This is bragging or boasting, being insecure or fearful. Okay, so we definitely can do an alchemy process for being insecure and fearful, but I want to talk about bragging and boasting more, because this was a very interesting energy for me to understand. And what it is like, maybe you're telling yourself in your head that you should be farther along than you are. Okay, like, for instance, and I'm not even kidding you, so it's not like you're bragging to other people, no, but it's almost like you're telling yourself, like, I should be a millionaire and I'm not a millionaire, so all this beginning stuff doesn't matter. It's just, I shouldn't have to do this, you know, I should already be there. I should already be successful. And I mean, it's a subtle thing, right? So you're not, like, screaming at yourself in your mind, but you're just, like, saying, you know, like, oh man, how come I'm not already, like, making thousands of dollars a day? Or, you know, is it even worth it? Or is it even gonna happen? Like, I'm better than that. So I put, like, this is like a high opinion of oneself or your abilities or your circumstance that's not based on your real achievement or success. So it's like you're telling yourself, you know, like, I should have 1 million subscribers, but you have 10. And so every time you're saying that, like in your head, you're getting really, really down on yourself because you don't have the 1 million subscribers, right? So it's almost like you're boasting inside of yourself, like, I'm better than 10 subscribers. I should have 1 million. But yet the actual, you're not, like, I'm just using YouTube as an example, like, you're not putting up videos every day and you're not growing. So of course you don't have 1 million subscribers, but you feel you should be there. So if that makes sense, so we can definitely do some alchemy to get rid of that. So it's almost like having a beginner's mind. So let's see, bragging. Being okay with having a beginner's mind. I'm just taking notes so that at the end we can kind of quicker do an alchemy process that's quicker to move forward. So, okay, we have cozy up with risk. I love this because this means you need to take some calculated risks. It means saying something that may not be perfect. It means being willing to put yourself out there, being your authentic self, trying something different. Try something different. So maybe you're doing the same thing over and over again and you're just not getting any results. But what if you just tried something completely out of, character for you? Or maybe you feel like you need to, like, there's only one way to do something. And Spirit is saying, no, risk going the opposite direction. If that way is not working, find another way, right? So it's like, find another way. Try something new. Try something different. So a lower vibrational energy associated with that would be wanting to stay in the comfort zone. Okay. Limitations inspire innovations. So this is so cool because when you feel like you have all these limits on you, meaning you can't go forward or you are stuck, I firmly believe that it builds your strength and courage because you get to a point where you're just like, no, I'm going forward. I don't care anymore what anybody thinks, and I just want to move forward. So, and it really helps you to become very innovative in your path, in your light, in your way forward. And so it may be inspiring you to create your own way and not anyone else's way, but your way. And so I really love that. So you may think, like, I just got this, you may really feel like, oh my God, I'm always so stuck. I'm blocked with this energy. Why is this happening to me? But really, when you can kind of look at it like that, the limitation is actually inspiring your innovation. So sometimes that may be good. And if you look at the perspective differently, it can truly change your mind to be like, oh my gosh, that's inspiring me to come up with another way instead of trying to keep going one way that's not really working for me, right? Okay, so I love that. So I don't want to, we don't need to alchemize limitations, but just maybe let's do like absolutes, because if you only think there's one way of doing something and not like trying to find other ways, then you're kind of limited in that. So if you think it can only be this way and I'm not going to find another way, then you're stuck there. But if you can say, you know what, open my mind to new ways of doing something, that's where you're mind can flourish, right? Okay, so, we can do a fixed mindset too, because that's... All right, so angel of masculinity and angel of power. But let's talk about masculinity first. Okay, so I love this energy. I just feel like it's like the doer. And we already had that energy a little bit in the very beginning with the thinking man, but I feel like this is the same thing. It's saying, just start doing something. Just take one thing and take action. So we can definitely do alchemy for stagnation. Okay. So angel of power. I really love this card because to me it's like, this is like, I feel like this is like the inner child. Like the inner child, and this is like the false self where you are projecting this mask and not who you really truly are. So it's almost like needing to call your power back to your authentic self. So we can definitely do like an alchemy process to release the false self or the masks. Okay, and then I firmly believe. Okay, let's go with the faith card. So faith, right? So you have faith. Now, faith is the absolute knowing, right? Absolute knowing that what you want is yours without it being here. But faith without works, meaning without taking action, is dead. It means it's not going to produce anything. So it's like you can dream all you want, but if you are not doing something to take action towards that dream, then nothing can come about. And that is a travesty, because it will cause you to be in this very low vibrational energy of sadness, disappointment, distrust with yourself, doubt, all that stuff, okay? So I believe that this card is saying that you have the faith, but you need to back it with the action. And I mean, that's a huge theme right now that I'm getting. So to get into that action, even if like get rid of the overwhelm and just write down a couple things you can do right now to move forward. So taking action, did I write that? Yeah, I said stagnation. Okay, and then this one, we can definitely alchemize this. I feel like maybe you had moved forward in the past and you were met with rejection, criticism, fear from other people, doubt, whatever it is, right? And so we need to release that, because ultimately, people that reject or criticize you, that is just a projection of them rejecting or criticizing something in them that they're either afraid of or that it's in them. However, we do take it personal. And when we take it personal, it hurts our heart. Okay, so we get this heart wound and then we can't seem to move forward. However, that rejection from that person, and I know this saying where people say God's rejection is protection. And I believe that to an extent, but I believe that when someone rejects you, it is more understanding that it is about them than it is about you. And obviously you don't want to be in close partnership or business or friendship with someone who is not on the same page as you or doesn't have the same likes, right? But at the same time, we take this into our heart, and then it creates a very low vibrational energy for us to do what we truly want to do. So we can definitely alchemize rejection, and hopefully you can start moving forward with that. Okay, so all right, so I'm just going to, if you want to do the alchemy process with me, what we're going to do is I'm just going to say a little prayer, and then you can just repeat after me, okay? So we're going to acknowledge the things within ourselves that are lower vibrational energy, are kind of not serving our greatest good anymore, and we're going to release those to our higher self for transmutation. All right, so right now the prayer is, I thank my higher self, my subconscious mind, for helping me to do this alchemy process. I give you all the control. Thank you for showing me what needs to be released to you so that I can move forward and start allowing money to flow into my life. I thank you so much, and we'll just go with amen, and you can say, and so it is, however, or both. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to, I just took my notes for pile 1 here, so I'm just going to say, and you can repeat after me, okay? So we're alchemizing this. So we say, I call forth all overthinking. I acknowledge this overthinking, and I take responsibility for it. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. And so it is. Okay, well, we'll go to the next one. I acknowledge and take responsibility for second guessing my ideas and what processes I can do to make money. I thank you so much for the lessons. I call forth all this second guessing, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. I call forth all worry about how I'm going to make money. I call forth all worry about my finances. And I acknowledge this energy. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. And so it is. Either one or both is fine. Okay, let's go to balance spiritual and physical energy. So I acknowledge an imbalance between my spiritual and physical world. I call forth this imbalance, and I thank you for the lessons. And I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. And so it is. So let's move on to the next one. And like I said, you're just repeating after me. You are releasing, you're acknowledging, taking responsibility for this energy and releasing it to your higher self so that you can move forward or have your manifestation of money start to flow into you. Okay? So the next one, alienate family. Let's go ahead and say, I acknowledge and take responsibility for alienating my family and for possibly causing separation where I have to work all the time and they can't be around me, or just a separation of myself with my family. I acknowledge this energy. I thank you for the lessons. And I release you to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. And so it is. Okay, let's move on to bragging. I take responsibility and acknowledge this energy of bragging or boasting. I thank you so much for the lessons. And I release this energy with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. Okay. I acknowledge wanting to stay in my comfort zone. I take responsibility for this. I thank you so much for the lessons. And I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. Okay, I call forth any and all absolutes in my life that are blocking me from money flowing into my life. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you to my higher self with love for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. I acknowledge and take responsibility for having a fixed mindset. I call forth this energy. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. I acknowledge and take responsibility for the energy of stagnation. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. I call forth and take responsibility for any false masks or the false self that I may have placed or projected out to other people. I thank you so much for the lessons. I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen, and so it is. I acknowledge and take responsibility for the energy of rejection. Also, putting more concern on what other people think than myself. I thank you for the lessons. And I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. And so it is. Okay, pile one. There was a few in there that really hit me very hard when I said those. So, that means that I'm also releasing some of this old energy with you as we do this. But I really hope that this has blessed your life and that you can see how you now can work on doing alchemy to release the old energy. And I want to say, the process is very simple. It is just acknowledging that energy in yourself that is not serving you anymore and releasing it with love to your higher self, because your higher self is who does the transmutation, really. Your higher self or God, universe, whatever you'd like to use. So I will be doing an extended version of this to get more detailed information, and we will go into much further of an alchemy process to really dig into those things which are blocking the money from coming into your life. So if you are interested in that, the link for that will be in the description box below, and I really hope that you check it out. It's about the cost of a cup of coffee, and it really does release this old stagnant energy, and for your higher self to bring in that new energy into your life and for you to be able to move forward. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. All right, have a good one. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Okay, so welcome to your reading. And the question that we are asking Spirit is, what lower vibrational energy is blocking money from flowing into my life? All right, so if you chose the crystal that I can't remember the name, but it represents the higher self, then this is going to be your reading. It's so pretty. Okay. Let's just set that bad boy there. All right, so what do we have here for you? Love it. Hello, Archangel Michael. First thing out, first chakra. Yes. Okay. So lower vibrational energy may be blocking the root chakra. So that could be fear. All right. Oops, so let's get this card first. Angel of Love. Yay. This represents more self-love and really tapping into what you truly want, your heart, your mind, your spirit, not anyone else. Okay, King of Earth. Let me get a focus on that for you. Oh, it's so pretty. I love this one. So this would be King of Pentacles in the regular tarot deck. Okay. The Magician. Yes, please. Thank you so much. And we also have Archangel Raziel. Oh, so pretty. Okay. All right, so expansion, growth, opening up. Love that. Passion. Yay. Okay, I love that. Let's kind of get these. Okay. And then we have here some angel cards. Angel of Grace. Okay, I love that. Grace, 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 grace. Yes. So pretty. The art on these angel cards. Angel of Continuity. I wonder that, I don't think that's the same thing as flow. I might need to look that one up. But I love the artwork on these. They're just like, it's just beautiful. Okay. And then let me see. You are epic. I mean, this is just so screaming the solar plexus chakra to me. And maybe a lack of self-confidence could be the deal here. So I feel that. Confidence in your ideas, confidence in what you should be doing to be bringing in more money, things like that. Okay, and then integrate your knowing. Oh, let's see. You can. There we go. Integrate your knowing. Okay. And these are cards that I just created to get more information about lower vibe. And I had pulled this one, which is worthless. So you may be feeling worthless, weak, or fearful. So we can definitely alchemize that. Okay, so really what I'm feeling here is there is definitely a block of unworthiness going on in the first chakra. Okay, so feeling very insecure or not worthy of money coming into your life, or maybe even feeling not worthy of the ideas that you have to earn or to make money, to earn money, whatever that may be. So maybe just even feeling worthless of money. So let's write that one down. Okay, worthless of money. Definitely what I feel for this angel of love is because this represents self-love. And to me, self-love is individuality. It is knowing yourself so great that you don't listen to outside influences. You love yourself for who you are, your unique, authentic self, and you embrace that. And when you start embracing that uniqueness about you, and some people may not like that because it's different, right? That is where your true light shines. Now, what I will say about this lower vibrational energy could be where you're maybe fearful of doing something because it's different, or wanting to follow society. Okay, so let's put that, what is that called? Social conditioning. So you're kind of following social conditioning instead of following your true light inside of you, the God that lives within you, the uniqueness within you. And so that could be what's blocking money from coming into you, okay? Okay, these cards are so good. I'm like, what is going on? Where's the low vibrational energy? Okay, so here you have the King of Earth, and it is saying that it's a successful time. Confidently accept opportunities that you're offered. So where I feel there could be some lower vibrational energy or a block that's going on here is you are not taking opportunities that you have available to you right now. Maybe you are waiting for some other things to come and not working with what you have. And I know that is so incredibly important to just go with what you have right now, because otherwise then it's kind of like smoke and mirrors. You're just like waiting on something that isn't there for you when you could take action with what you have. So maybe these are ideas, maybe this is not taking action on what you know you have that you can do right now. Because I know when you do that, more will come into you, because it's showing gratitude for what you have. So then we have the Magician, okay? So this is really important because I think that you definitely are the magician. You can create your own reality, anything you choose. However, I feel there's a lot of self-doubt in that truth. So when you doubt your ability to manifest your dreams, that's a huge block right there. Manifest the money that you want. Okay? So it's like you're very good at like this manifestation, the spiritual part, but you're not seeing the results come in. It's because you truly don't believe that it's working, or you have a lot of self-doubt, right? So yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. So we definitely need to alchemize that energy of self-doubt to bring in money. Okay. So I think that let's go ahead and go with passion and you are epic, because I'm kind of feeling the same vibe from this. Okay, so with this card, you are epic. Sorry about that. Okay. I really feel like there is a block in your solar plexus, the will to create, the will to move forward, the will to just push past this weird, maybe feeling like you don't know what to do, or maybe you start to do something and then you kind of pull back or whatever. But I also feel that this passion card is very similar in that maybe you're trying to do what other people do and not focusing on what you truly want to do. Okay, and so I'm feeling the very same thing from both of these. And I really feel that the block, or why you're not creating, is because you're having struggle with believing in your power of your solar plexus to manifest the money, and that you are maybe getting locked up in comparison or not following your passions. Maybe trying to follow what you think will make you money, or what you think other people are doing to make money, so you're doing that, but it's not working for you, and so it's like, oh, this like frustration. But when you really start to believe in your will and your ability to take action on your passions, and that will create and bring in a flow of money. Once you can believe in that, believe in your passions to bring you money, then you are winning, okay? Winning. So, here's what I want to say. Okay, let's put here, let's see. So not following passions and having disbelief in creating money from passions. Okay. All right. So this expansion card. Okay. What am I feeling here? Okay. So I'm definitely feeling more of like a fixed mindset. Could be the low vibrational energy here, because expansion is like letting go to unlimited opportunities, right? Unlimited growth. Opening up and saying, you know what, I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. Whereas more of a fixed mindset, there's no expansion, there's no growth, right? You're just like, it's not going to work. My ideas are not going to work. How can I bring in money if I want to play the guitar? I want to play the guitar, but I'm not good enough. I'm just using this as an example, and this may be where, how you want to make money. You love playing the guitar, but you don't see how it can bring in money for you, but that's what you really want to do. And so you have more of a fixed mindset where you're like, I can't make money playing the guitar, right? That's a fixed mindset. And so instead of saying, there is a possibility I could make money from playing the guitar, even just that simple little shift can bring you into a place where you're like, an idea comes in. Okay, so sorry about that. My battery died. So we were talking about the expansion card, and I was literally saying that if you have a fixed mindset and you really truly want to play guitar, but you keep telling yourself, well, I could never make money playing guitar. Now, that's a fixed mindset. So if you did a simple shift, like, I mean, it could be possible that I could make money playing guitar. Like, even just that little shift gives spirit that expansion to give you an idea, right? Okay, so Angel of Grace. Okay, so I love this because it's like, grace is like opening up for the blessings to finally flow into you, knowing that you deserve good in your life, knowing that you deserve money, knowing that you deserve blessings for no reason, for you just being you, right? Okay, that's grace, right? That's that place where you just deserve because you're you. And so the energy that may be blocking you here is believing that you have to do something for spirit to give you something. That's like, not deserving it just because you're you. It's like you have to prove yourself. You have to show that you're good enough, right? When you already are good enough. So that could be a lower vibrational energy of needing to prove your worth. Oh, and we said with expansion, fixed mindset. Okay. I write these down so that at the end when we do the alchemy process, it's just easier to go through them. Okay, so Angel of Continuity. Now, I looked this up and because I was a little bit confused, but it does have something to do with flow, and I thought that it might, being in the flow state, but it's also accepting that those before us have gone through like the struggles to give you the foundation. So like it is truly being grateful for your family, for your parents, and that could be blocking in your manifestation, you know, being grateful for what you have right now. And I mean, so grateful because you know that like your parents, your grandparents went through really hard times to give you a place to create, right? And I mean, that even goes for me right now. Like, I'm in a place where I can have the freedom and not stress on finances because my cousin had created something to give me this freedom. And that's pretty amazing, you know? So I try to remind myself of that a lot because it can be hard, you know, living with your parents, living with your family, and it can be very hard at times, and yet reminding yourself of that just keeps you in a state of flow, really keeps you in a state of flow. So we can do a process for so being ungrateful for what you have right now. Okay, that could be blocking your manifestation for money flowing in. Okay, and then we have integrate your knowing here, and that is all about trusting yourself. Really trusting yourself, okay? Trusting yourself in that when you say, I'm going to make money at doing this. And believing it, it becomes then a knowing. Like, no matter how long this takes, I know that this is how I'm going to make money. So integrating that into your belief. So trust in yourself. And let's see. So I'm going to put this for more like, again, I just feel like that is going from belief to knowing. So let's do on that one. Let's do integrity. Integrity is doing what you say you're going to do because you know it's going to happen. So if you know for 100% certain that you are going to make money at doing a YouTube video, you're going to do the YouTube video, right? So, but if you think you might make money, but you're not certain you're going to make money, you may or may not do the video. But that builds distrust in yourself. When you tell yourself you're going to do something and then you don't follow through, that's distrust. So we're going to alchemize distrust. We're going to go ahead and do the alchemy process. We already kind of said that. So we're just going to go ahead and say a prayer. And I have my notes here. So we're going to say a prayer for the higher self to take over and do any transmutation that's needed. But I basically just say, I thank my higher self or my subconscious mind for bringing forth any ideas, any thoughts of lower vibrational energy that is no longer serving my highest good or my dreams, my goals. And I thank you for bringing them into my conscious mind. And I thank you for doing the process of transmutation to release the old so that I can begin to have money flow into my life. I thank you and I'm so grateful. Amen. And so it is. You can say one or the other or both. Totally up to you. So let's go ahead and you're just going to repeat after me. So for number one, we're going to say, I acknowledge and take responsibility for feeling worthless of bringing in money. I take responsibility for this energy. I thank you so much for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. And so it is. I take responsibility for following social conditioning and not following my unique ideas to make money. I thank you so much for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Okay, next one. Oh, sorry, amen, and so it is. Okay, next one. I take responsibility and I acknowledge having fear of taking action with my current opportunities. Things that I have available to me right now. I thank you so much for the lessons, and I release you with love for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen, and so it is. I take responsibility for having insecurities to make money. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen, and so it is. Okay, next one. I take responsibility for doubting my abilities to bring in money. I thank you for the lessons. I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen, and so it is. All right, the next one. I take responsibility for not following my passions to make money. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen, and so it is. I take responsibility for disbelieving. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Let's start over with that one. That one we just basically did. Disbelief in creating money from passions. Okay, same thing. So let's go with fixed mindset. I take responsibility for having a fixed mindset around earning or creating money. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen, and so it is. Okay, the next one. I take responsibility for needing to prove my worth for money to come into my life. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Okay, the next one. I take responsibility for being ungrateful for my current blessings or my current situation. I thank you for the lessons. I release you to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen, and so it is. Okay, next one. I take responsibility for being out of integrity when it comes to following through with what I say I'm going to do. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen, and so it is. Next one. I take responsibility for not following through and taking action to earn or create money. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen, and so it is. Last one. I take responsibility for feeling worthless, weak, and fearful when it comes to money. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen, and so it is. Okay, well, I really hope that this has blessed you today. I know it has blessed me, and I'm so grateful for that. So I will do an extended version of this if you are interested in diving much deeper into what lower vibrational energy is holding you back from bringing in money. Please go click on the link in the description box below. It is the cost of about a coffee, and it really could transform that lower vibrational energy and release it so that you can truly start moving forward in your life. So it's very worth it. And like I said, I would love to for you to work with me. There are more opportunities. If you click on the link in the description below for my Stan store, you can check out all the different ways that you can work with me. And please like and subscribe for more videos like this, where we do pick a card readings and then alchemize the lower vibrational energy. And I hope you have a wonderful day or evening. Okay, bye. Okay, hi pile 3. If you chose the labradorite crystal, then this, ooh, there it is. This reading is for you. So this is pile 3. So pretty. Okay, we'll just set that there. And let's go ahead and get into it. So the question we were asking Spirit is, what lower vibrational energy is blocking your money manifestation or money from flowing into your life? Okay, so let's see what we got here. Ooh, cornucopia. This is just wish fulfillment. I mean, everything you could ever dream to have, it is there. That's awesome. Okay, let's see. Journey. Love that. Could be the journey to have your wishes fulfilled. Ooh, yay, the sun. Look at that. Okay, pile 3. You are on fire. Archangel Uriel. Love that. Okay, 8 of air. This would be 8 of swords in the regular tarot deck. So we definitely need to alchemize that energy. Feeling an illusion of feeling trapped. Let's look at your angels. Oh yes, angel of blessings. Look at that. Just like the cornucopia. Love it. Okay. Ooh, angel of virtue. Virtuous, darling. You are virtuous. Wait, hold on. She's so pretty. Okay, there she is. I love the artwork on these angel cards. They're just gorgeous. Okay. Okay, let's see what our chakra cards are. Ooh, instinct. Use your instinct. Or I guess, I mean, in our case, we could say intuition, but I love that instinct. Gratitude, yes. Okay. These are just lower vibrational cards that I created myself to help. And this one says sleepy, tired, or maybe feeling bad. I know what we can do to alchemize some energy for that one. Okay. And then, ooh, distraction of shiny things. I know that one well. Okay, we can definitely alchemize that energy. And, ooh, one step ahead is all you need. Okay. So, I love that because that could be overwhelm, where you're not just taking the next step forward in action, right? Okay. So as we go through these, I will take notes so that at the end, when we do the alchemy portion of it, then I just have the notes there, okay? So let me just kind of tap in here and see what I'm feeling here. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start with cornucopia and journey. And what I'm feeling from these two cards, because we are asking Spirit what lower vibrational energy is blocking the manifestation of money to flow into our lives, right? So I believe that, and what I kind of feel from these cards is that like not enjoying the journey towards your wealth. And so that will feel like being rushed. Okay, let me write that down, because that's absolutely the type of energy, like rushed, or that things aren't happening fast enough for you, right? So not happening fast enough, or needing instant gratification, right? Okay, I love that. I'm going to go ahead and write down this energy, which is sleepy, tired, or bad. And basically what this can mean is that you're just taking on too much, and maybe you need to prioritize your time, or what you're doing with your time, right? So sleepy, tired, or feeling bad. Maybe you're prioritize the important things first. Okay. So obviously here with the 8 of air, so we definitely have a lower vibrational energy here, which is the illusion of being trapped. I mean, isn't that beautiful? Just, I mean, I love like those marching, galloping unicorns, and a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So we're definitely going to put that down. Okay, so illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, and afraid to take action. Okay. So let's go with this one. Okay. So the sun is basically saying the same thing, is that have confidence in yourself. So maybe that is where you are not having confidence. So we can definitely alchemize that. What I like to do is we can do it in a an opposite way, where we can say like, I decree and declare that I have confidence in myself and my ideas. Anything that is opposed to this must leave my experience right now and be transmuted. So we can do the opposite of that energy for the sun. So we can do, okay, so we'll do brilliant new ideas. So I have confidence in my ideas and in myself. I have confidence that my ideas will lead to success. Okay. I have confidence that my ideas will lead to success. And we'll say this is opposing energy. Okay. I absolutely love, so we have Angel of Blessings and Angel of Virtue. So I wanted to look up the Angel of Virtue, because I know like that was a little confusing to me, but basically it is being true to yourself, seeing virtue manifest itself in good deeds, accepting the deep well of love within us as the ultimate virtue. So virtue, it's like it shines brightly, reflecting self-worth, having value, and commanding respect. Okay, so help me realize my gifts and fulfill my destiny. So we can do that as an opposing energy as well. So, okay. So instinct. What I want to say with this one is intuition, instinct, but if you're carrying on a lower vibrational energy of not following your instinct or intuition, so you may be following things outside of yourself. So if someone tells you, oh, you shouldn't do that, you should do this, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe I should do that, and something inside of you is just like, no, you really should go this way, and you're just like, well, yeah, but it's working for this person that way, or whatever, then you may not be following your initial instinct. So let's just say we're going to do the opposing. So this group, I'm really going to do the opposing alchemization for a lot of it. So that's okay. It's just how it goes, right? Okay. So I feel with gratitude, it's not that you're ungrateful that's blocking this lower vibrational energy that could be blocking money from coming into you. It's just that gratitude is knowing it is in the present moment of being almost like hyper present, of enjoying the journey to your wealth. And maybe you're experiencing some frustration that money isn't flowing into you yet, or that it's taking too long. And so again, I said that earlier, but I just want to say it again. So it's like feeling so grateful for the steps towards the fulfillment. Okay, so and if you're out of alignment with that, if you are you can't really be present. So okay, so distraction of shiny things, so constantly seeking something new. So we're going to release that. So shiny object syndrome. And then I would say with one step ahead is all you need. I would say, of course, like we just said, enjoying the journey there, but also let's go ahead and alchemize like overwhelm and anxiety, because maybe like you've got all this stuff you want to do, but you're not like just taking one thing at a time and focusing on one thing. So let's do overwhelm and anxiety. Okay, so I think that was really what I'm kind of feeling here. That is the lower vibe energy that is blocking you from your money flowing into your experience. So let's go ahead and start the alchemy process. And how this is going to work is I'm going to say like a prayer invocation, and then I'm going to say some of the alchemy process, and you would just repeat after me. Okay, so first for the prayer, I just thank my higher self. So you would just repeat this after me. I thank my higher self and my subconscious mind for coming forward to assist me with this alchemy and transmutation process. Thank you for bringing to my conscious mind right now all lower vibrational energy that is blocking money from flowing into my experience. I am so grateful. Amen. And so it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use my notes that I took with the cards. So for number one, you're just going to repeat after me. Okay, so I take full responsibility for having shiny object syndrome, or chasing after new, constantly having the distraction of new things. I take responsibility for this energy. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. Okay, number 2. Repeat after me. I take full responsibility for feeling rushed. I take responsibility for having frustration for things not happening fast enough, and for wanting instant gratification on money flowing into my existence, my experience. I thank you so much for these lessons. I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. Okay, number 3. I take full responsibility for not prioritizing important things first. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. Okay, the next one. Repeat after me. I take full responsibility for the illusion of feeling trapped, for having a lack of self-confidence and being afraid to take action to bring forth money into my experience. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. And so it is. Woo, I felt something come off me on that one. Okay. I would love to hear in the comments below your experience. If you would like to tell me which ones hit you the hardest, that one definitely was for me. So it's pretty cool. Okay. And then what I say is when that your higher self will do the transmutation for you so that you're just open to receive the new energy. Okay? So the next one, just repeat after me. I take full responsibility for being mentally overwhelmed and having anxiety with bringing money into my experience. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. Okay, so now we're going to do what I call like an opposing energy alchemy, and we're going to do it like this. So I say, repeat after me. I have confidence that my ideas will lead to success. I decree and declare that I have confidence that my ideas will lead to money success. Anything that is opposed to this energy must leave my experience now. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you with love to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. Okay, let's go to the next one. Repeat after me. I decree and declare that I realize my gifts and I fulfill my destiny. Anything that is opposed to this must leave my experience right now. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. Okay, next one. I decree and declare that I follow my instincts and my intuition. Anything that is opposed to this energy must leave my experience right now. I thank you for the lessons, and I release you to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. Okay, and let's go to the last one. I'm so grateful for every step of the journey towards my wish fulfillment and money flowing into my experience. Anything that is opposed to this energy must leave my experience right now. Feel that one. I thank you for the lessons. I release you to my higher self for transmutation into unconditional love. Amen. And so it is. Okay, so that's pretty much how we do this process. And then just open yourself to receive in the new energy that's coming from Spirit to you, and know that it 100% is coming. Sometimes it takes a little time for the energy to alchemize, and it usually follows the universal laws where you may kind of go back and forth with the old to the new energy, and that's so that you can integrate it into your experience. So don't be, panicked if all of a sudden things get worse, because it's just universal laws and how that energy will balance itself out. Okay? So have faith in that. I would like to invite you to check out the extended version of this tarot reading. The link for that will be in the description box below. You can go ahead and click on that. That's in my Stan store. And for about the price of a coffee, I will go into an extended tarot and alchemy session. So much more in detail, much more in depth. And we will really work together to alchemize what's coming up in the reading. So if this reading really resonated with you, I suggest that you check that out. And like I said, for the price of a coffee, it could really change the momentum of your experience and where you're feeling blocked with money. So check that out. Also, if you would like to work with me in other areas, I do have a course called Superstar Higher Self Alignment, which aligns every single area of your life to your highest self and your highest goals. And we walk through every single thing in that together. So you can check that out. And like I said, in the link in the description box below will be my Stan store, and that's where everything is to work with me. If that is something that you're interested in, I would love to hear from you in the comments below on how this is helping you. And please like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out more of my pick-a cards and spiritual teachings on universal laws and manifestation and all that good stuff. So have a wonderful day or evening, and I hope you check out the extended. I will see you guys soon. All right, bye.